It's going to be a slap on the wrist that it could have looked like a security. There'll be no admission of guilt on either side. There'll be a payment of a fine, and then XRP is free to run. What's interesting about XRP is there is quite a lot of use cases. Now, I know a bunch of Bitcoin people hate it. It's not decentralized enough. I don't care. It's, are people using it? Yes, a lot more than most people realize. And what's amazing about this setup is you can't buy us on any of the exchanges. And it's not in the Bitwise ETF. The Bitwise ETF is now $1 billion. The Bitwise index is, the top 10 index is $1 billion. So the moment XRP is freed, they have to buy a few $100 million of it, as everybody else can, because the exchanges will have it back. So you're setting up for a hell of a nice run if this clears up. Worst case, it doesn't. Worst case is, let's say 50% downside. Best case is 10x from here.
What's up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. We're going to dive into XRP and a variety of altcoins today. So we can see the XRP price, still calling it Ripple XRP, on Nasdaq's website. And I wanted to reshare that clip again of Raoul Pal. I know I shared it when it actually went live during the bull run, and it still remains true because he's referring to the Bitwise index, the top 10 crypto assets in that index. Now, of course, we can go to CoinMarketCap. The all-time high of crypto, the market cap crashed from 3 trillion to sub 1 trillion, currently at $830 billion. And XRP, during this absolute bloodbath while getting sued by the SEC while being delisted on dozens of exchanges, is still in the top 10. It's also known that RippleNet's annualized payment volume run rate now exceeds $15 billion, and ODL, which is XRP as a bridge asset, grew over 9 times year over year. Now, Raoul has a great point with the Bitwise index. When and if there is regulatory clarity, and I'm hoping by 2023, I know that attorneys and experts on the matter said it could be done by March or even May. So fingers crossed. Yes, I am tired of waiting. I'm tired of doing YouTube videos talking about the same thing in a bear market, but I'll be seeing all of this through just like always during the last bear market doing YouTube videos in 2018. It was not fun, but I do believe it'll be worth it. And a friendly reminder, yes, I believe that Ripple the company wins. Yes, I believe they'll pay a huge fine because the SEC will always get their money. And Ripple has already shared they are sitting on $1 billion in cash. And they were prepared for this lawsuit since the beginning. They are meeting with the SEC on a regular basis. You can see the public calendar for years at this point. Department of Justice and FinCEN called XRP a virtual currency back in 2015. This is all public information. It has been known that a project or coin such as XRP or Ethereum can initially be sold as a security in an illegal manner that deserves to be fined. And then later, as the network develops and becomes more decentralized, it can actually turn into a commodity, a currency, a utility token, or some new type of classification for the crypto space. The Howey test is 80 years old. The securities laws that we're using were created to basically classify securities before the internet even existed. How silly is that? When you really just sit down and think about that, we can agree, whether you like XRP or not, we need a regulatory clarity and a new framework and new classification for a new asset class. Because remember, DLT and these protocols, owning a piece of the protocol is very different than owning a single share in a company. The economics behind it are vastly different. They flip the entire model of investing on its head. And please do not compare the Library lawsuit to XRP. Library was not regularly meeting with the SEC for years, and I'm talking about since the inception. Library did not have the funds that Ripple the company has. Library did not have over 14 amicus briefs supporting them, and most importantly, the Hinman documents. You can't make this up. So please do not compare XRP to Library. And yes, it's extremely unfortunate to what's happening to the crypto space and the SEC with their regulatory overreach. But understand XRP today, almost in 2023, is vastly different, and the network is vastly different than it was in 2013 or 2012 during the inception of the XRP ledger. Over 10 years old and zero downtime. You have the biggest names in the entire space that created the first Bitcoin hedge fund even saying, yeah, in the next 10 years, XRP will still be here and most likely be in the top 10. So if you believe in the future of crypto and you know that our all-time high for the market cap was at 3 trillion, can we get to 5 to 8 to 10 trillion plus in the coming years, in the coming decade? I would say absolutely. Now that's not financial advice. I would recommend going to CoinTrader And for anybody that got into crypto this year or last year, every chart that you look at, you should find a chart with the highest number of historical data, dating back as far as possible so that you can see the entire picture. So on the macro, Bitcoin is in an uptrend. But then if you go a little bit smaller and you're talking about maybe over the last year or two, yes, we are in a downtrend. But when in doubt, zoom out and understand the crypto asset class as a whole. Here's the bear market, 70 to 90% crash, big bull run. Another bear market, 70 to 90% crash, bull run. Now we're down again, about 77% for Bitcoin. If you think crypto goes to zero, that's completely fine. I know this market is meant to be extremely tough. Guess what? People thought the same thing back in 2020. I remember in 2018 at this bottom, we thought crypto was going to zero. During the market tops, we think we're going to the moon. We think we're never stopping. And during the market bottoms, we think we're always going lower. Do you think in the years ahead, just following this trend, back over $1 trillion, back to 3, then to 6, then to 8, then to 10, over this coming decade? I personally do, and that is not financial advice. I'm just showing you a few use cases to consider as total value locked increases. During previous cycles, we had different types of bullish themes, so to speak. So we had a bull run for oracles like Chainlink. We had a bull run for DeFi and DEXs like Uniswap. We had metaverse and gaming tokens fly. We had NFT projects fly, all exploding at different cycles. Now, me personally, and of course I've been waiting forever, I'm hoping for in the future, and call me crazy, that we will have utility-based bull runs, or maybe for alts that are regulatory compliant in the future. So you either believe in the future of crypto or you don't, and it's completely fine if you don't. This is not for everybody. And as they say, you can't be half pregnant. You're either in it or you're out. And I've already seen too much, so I'm not going anywhere. And some other things to note for the future: Bitcoin still holds 38% of the entire crypto market. Ethereum holds about 18% of this entire market. Two single projects hold 50 to 60% of the market cap and the volume in this space. So like it or not, when Bitcoin crashes, it's bringing other projects with it because Bitcoin has the highest number of liquidity. We're going to ignore Tether, of course, and artificially inflated values and wash trading. I also wanted to share some Generation Infinity news and King Solomon sharing this, and I think this could be helpful for anybody that is interested in the crypto market and wants to learn some helpful skills understanding how to custody your crypto and the importance of owning your assets, especially today, where nobody trusts holding their crypto and keeping them on a crypto exchange. And as the adage goes, not your keys, not your crypto. So Generation Infinity on November 23rd at 6 p.m., which is a Wednesday, is going to be discussing custodying your crypto and the importance of owning your assets. And this is cool because there's going to be a variety of projects. So for example, we have right here, Hashpack, the wallet for HBAR, discussing some tips along with Ledger and custodying your HBAR. They're also going to be discussing the Sum wallet on the XRP Ledger and a variety of tips. And I'm also excited for they'll also be hosting the COO or Chief Operating Officer of Casper Labs, Cliff Sarkin, who will be speaking on the Twitter space, and it looks like they'll be announcing some other news regarding the new Casper wallet that is on the way. Once again, Hashpack is my favorite wallet for a layer 1 for HBAR, and I just wish that every single other crypto I held had a wallet with a similar user interface like Hashpack. And once again, I'm not paid to talk about Hashpack, I just think it is a damn good product, and I hope that other layer 1s are taking notes. Okay, for some XRP and some swell announcements, we had this article come out, The Evolution of ODL, Corporate Adoption of Crypto-Enabled Payments. So this came out just yesterday. The need for cross-border payments is on the rise, with an estimated $156 trillion worth of cross-border payment flows in 2022 alone. And so this was actually sourced and linked to Ernst & Young, one of the big four, and you can see the trillion-dollar cross-border payment sector is ripe for disruption. And there are a plethora of use cases that DLT can disrupt and even improve, but payments is one of the most obvious and immediate use cases today. So of course we can talk about storage and data and different things beyond payments, but right now payments is immediate, specifically for cross-border payments where the remittance fees are just outrageous and we are not doing settlement instantaneously. So I know this has been talked about for 5+ years, but revolutionizing the world of finance, specifically the banking monopoly, does not happen overnight. And we can see the infographic here on Ernst & Young, the typical cross-border payment structure. You have the sender country A, the business A, and the consumer A. So this could be right here, MTOs is money transfer operators. These are financial companies engaged in cross-border payment transfer of funds using either their internal system or access to another cross-border banking network. So we're talking about trillions. I know a lot of you like XTC as well, going into the trade finance market. That is measured in the trillions. There is a huge market, and of course the goal is even just to service a fraction of this and then really gain dominance, or it would be even bigger to gain first mover advantage in any of these markets. So I know people think it's just going to be one crypto and one has to win and everything else goes to zero, but in reality, the future will be multi-chain. There's probably going to be a couple dozen primary chains that service different industries in different sectors. A variety of projects can survive. I do believe that even more will actually fail and go to zero, but there's still going to be plenty of opportunity, plenty of friction that exists that needs help. So I don't think it's just going to be one, and I don't want to risk it by just holding one single asset, and that's just my personal choice. So we can see Ripple's expanding their payment solution beyond financial institutions to now serve corporate customers. We have NutriSource, we have Oceanus, we have Valency, and New Horizon, including trade, agriculture, e-commerce, technology, and supply chain. And this is what I reference. On average, the fee for consumers, you and me, to send money across borders, look at this, 7%, or a $14 fee to send $200. That is ridiculous. It should be approaching near zero or fractions of a penny. And people say, Kevin, if blockchain's so great, why isn't XRP or these other projects widely adopted? Well, you see this $14 fee, or the 7% fee, or 5% depending where you are. These banks like JP Morgan, Citi, and HSBC control over 80% of cross-border transfers, and they make bank on the world of transaction banking. They make money because the existing infrastructure is so terrible and inefficient. So why would they want to completely flip their business model, adopt blockchain technology, when that would ruin trillions of dollars of revenue that they make per year? And of course, they can't stop it forever. They know that, but it's going to be a very long and slow bleed. So there's a huge opportunity to utilize crypto and blockchain, anything to disintermediate the system, make it faster, cheaper, and more transparent. So instead of settling payments 2 or 3 days later, this can happen within minutes or seconds. Next up, from Casper, the board member of the Casper Association, we have Roth, and he gave his keynote at Eurofinance Tech Day in Frankfurt this week, discussing asset-backed digital financial assets. The future of finance is here. Blockchain, we have Actus Standard, and open source. So we can see Eurofinance, we have Ralph on stage, and we also have Uphold, Dr. Martin right there, Token Forge, Nucleus Finance, and Union Investment. So as Martin said the other day, we have some of the largest European groups and banks here at Eurofinance. As you can see, HSBC, one of the largest banks, and also ING. Next up, for Hedera, we have shared by the HBAR Foundation, Zenny Travel has launched their B2B business-to-business travel selling ecosystem on the Hedera mainnet, utilizing both the HTS, which stands for Hedera Token Service, and HCS. And as you can guess, that stands for Hedera Consensus Service, to streamline travel selling processes and provide its customers with a decentralized accounting and settlement solution with ZennyPay. Help travel inventory consolidators, service providers, and online travel agencies reduce accounting, reconciliation, and settlement costs for B2B transactions, allowing travel resellers to maximize their profits by streamlining the costs of launching their business, accepting payments, and settling suppliers. And also regarding for all members within Discord, the giveaway. So I did just send off the first XPunk to the winner, and I'll be sending the next Casper NFT along with the second XPunk right here to the second winner shortly. But alright guys, that is enough out of me. I'm losing my voice right now. And here is a kitten that we actually found on the street a couple weeks back. So we got her and I fell in love with her right away. Unfortunately, she's super sick. So I was at the vet a lot today, going basically once a week and getting her tested. She does have FeLV, the feline leukemia. So we have to keep her separated from the other cat. And unfortunately, through saliva, through food, through anything, if the other cat gets sick, she could die. So we're going to give this kitten a great home for as long as we have her. We don't know if she's going to live for 6 months. We don't know if it's going to be, 3 to 4 years, but we're going to give her a good time. So I named her Casper initially just because of after the crypto, and she's actually a girl. And Casper actually means bringer of treasure. So I just looked it up later, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to be spoiling her and making her my little Puerto Rican princess. You can see her hanging out with baby Groot, but now she's getting a lot bigger. I have like teeth marks and claw marks all over me. But she is my therapy kitten for the bear market, and now she's sleeping on my chest every night, so it's just adorable. But alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate hitting the like button and subscribing. Let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, my link tree is linked right in the top of this YouTube video description, with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.